There's one segment in this train station that is neither electrified nor modernized, and everything else is just electrified and modernized all the way. What in the world have I been doing here? Why is there like all these segments that we never took care of? Alright everybody, hello and welcome back to another episode on Transport Fever 2 in the free mode with me, Spacefish, and welcome back to our beautiful little world we're playing in. Just wanted to show you guys this crazy view of our mountainous train line that we have actually built some episodes ago. I thought that was quite spectacular, but that's not what we took on in the last episode. Last time we actually took care of finishing off a passenger connection all the way through from down here in Stapleford to Darley-Dale, and we also started tackling some of those warnings that I was so kindly pointed towards after ignoring them for the better part of 40 episodes or so. So we started doing that. We're nearly done with that, but there is a few things left to take care of, so we will probably in this episode start off with that. Looking at what we need to still fix in terms of these warnings, and then we will kind of look back at all the cities that we haven't looked at in a while, just to see if anything has kind of grown so much that we need to scale our operations, and afterwards probably already also look towards new opportunities, either in terms of selling out some goods that we're already making to more places, or getting an entire new line going. So very much looking forward to that, but just quickly before we get started then, if you're new around here, if you happen to enjoy this episode, please make sure to smash that subscribe button right down below. That would mean the absolute world to me. We're currently trying to hit 1k subscribers, still a fair bit out, so every single one would do an absolute ton. And thank you so much if you did that. With that out of the way though, let's have a quick look at this. So this was already the first interesting point here. I think we interrupted some connections by road here, especially we had the aquarium in Darley-Dale here. I'm not sure, like I was thinking honestly that I never interrupted that street, but maybe we did in favor of getting the ships the ability to move through. I'm not entirely sure, but it certainly isn't great, and I don't even know about the actual effect of this, to be honest, because I don't see any like drawback to growth or something, or anything else that I would be punished with. But I'm sure there is some sort of drawback, so we will have to take care of that real quick. Now the question being here, to be quite honest, what we do want to do in terms of the street connection, I think we will connect these like back here, just to make sure that we don't actually end up blocking some of these ships that are going through here, and then we'll kind of just have to see. I mean, I'm gonna try and make the bridge like high enough regardless, so that we don't have to worry about this. But let's upgrade this to like a small country road, I suppose. I was looking to make it a medium, but a small works just fine. It's not like we're looking to actively use that ourselves anyways. Then we go and just kind of pull that through here, I guess. Would like to like kind of beautifully pull it through that little forest. That looks a bit weird now, I guess, but it is what it is. Maybe we pay a few bucks for terraforming there in just a second. We will see. Then we of course need to get a little bit of a ramp thing going right there, and then this part comes in. Now out here maybe we do like a steel bridge or something, so we get enough distance to be able to move ships between the stuff. Yeah, so you can see, I mean, that way there's a good bunch of space. I'm hoping that this bridge is high up enough, but like technically all this is green, which should mean that this is still considered navigable waters, so technically should be good, I hope. Worst case we'll come back to it eventually, but yeah, so that's why we're investing in the steel bridge here instead of like the usual brick thing, because really, there we go. Just because we want to make sure to not block anything. The brick thing, you could see, was not all too far apart in terms of pillars, so I don't want to mess things up for us there. But there we go, so that is the connection done there. And that actually took care of some other connection too. apparently. So, interesting. We've got that fixed. The aquarium's connected to Darlydale again, I guess. And people can travel once more, which is beautiful. Now, we do still have, though, Darlydale and Colburn. Oh yeah, I probably ended up messing up that street somewhere. No! What do you mean? Oh, overlength. Okay. Travel time is 526 seconds, 395 are allowed. Okay. Oh, probably because I made this a country. But honestly, this was dirt roads before. Like, come on. They just want me to get... They just want to get me to spend more money on their stuff, don't they? What we'll do then is we'll upgrade this to a medium country road. So we've got, like, you know, a bit of a higher average speed. Technically, that's already enough, which is interesting. But we'll just upgrade that at least half of the way through. Honestly, if we do that, we may as well upgrade it all the way through. It's not like we care that badly for money anymore at this point, I guess. So, we'll do that. Boom. And, this will greatly decrease travel times between the two. And on top of that, you know, everybody's happy. Then we do have this. Could not connect all stations. Passengers, Darlydale, Blackburn, Stapleford. Were we not working on that the last time? Oh, was there an issue with that still remaining? Then I don't remember now. That is not great. That is evidently not very great. Passengers, Darlydale, Blackburn, Stapleford. Oh, yeah. Okay. So we're currently just connecting Darlydale and Blackburn, which is not ideal for a start, I guess. So here is the train. Here is no connection. Okay, terminal. Let's check terminals first, I guess. So we've got this going all the way through. Also probably want to check train lines in a minute if it actually connects all the way through. But I think we had this going at some point, didn't we? Yeah, so this should be terminal 2. That should be all fine. I think the issues came in when we modernized the train tracks in the train station, didn't it? I mean, you can see that it's actually properly connected all the way through right here. It's going all the way through here. Could we? There we go. Tunnel is connected through. That is not an issue either. And that is coming out like this. No connection issues to be seen right there. Ah. We found the issue, didn't we? What is this? What is this? There's like one segment. There's one segment in this train station that is neither electrified nor modernized. And everything else is just electrified and modernized all the way. What in the world have I been doing here? Why is there like all these segments that we never took care of? Okay, I mean, we're not going to do anything for the other train lines now. Because as much as I would love to, and as much as this triggers my OCD, the issue with that is that I'm kind of worried about busting any already working train line again, and we don't want to do that and spend like another 20 minutes on fixing that for now, and the other trains are all not electric anyway, so we're just going to sideline that for now, but at the very least, we've got to fix this one. Like, oh my god, that is a very annoying and stupid mistake. We can fix that one that we haven't connected through yet, I guess. All the other ones we're just going to leave as is. High-speed tracks with catenary. There we go. And that should fix that. Let's just double check the other side here. Yeah, that's all the way through now. Please work. Could not connect all stations. Of course. Of course. What else? You know, what else? Terminal 1. Not combinable is an interesting one too. It should be Terminal 1, right? Is that Terminal 1? That's Terminal... No, that is... That is not Terminal 1. What? Oh, no! Wait. No, this can't be right. Oh, we connect... Oh, my... No! Did we actually... Wait, no, I'm so confused. I am so confused. Why does this... register as a cargo, not passenger terminal? And which one does register as a passenger terminal then? Because it appears this one registers it. Oh yeah, that's due to the station being there. Oh no, what a mess. Oh no. Maybe though. I mean, technically we've got an underpass right there, no? People should be able to pass over to here. I guess this train line may just be counted as a cargo-only terminal due to the cargo terminal being adjacent to it. What happens if we do something a little like... this? Well, will that do something for us? I don't think so. Can I reconfigure a terminal as a passenger terminal? Is that in any way, shape, or form possible? Oh, we so misconfigure that train station, to be honest. I don't even like that train station. Well, I mean, I don't mind that train station being there. Well, I mean, honestly. Oh, it's not that great, honestly. I really hate this. Maybe if we get a proper passenger building, we're just gonna try that real quick, right? Just to double, triple check. No, we can't fix that terminal anymore. Okay, that's great. That is beautiful. We all love that. That's gonna come with some extra costs for us then, I suppose, because we're gonna have to tear all this down now. Get a second train line going, get a platform going somewhere else, reconfigure the street, reconfigure the train lines, slow down the train in the process. Oh no. Okay, well evidently that was a bit of a fuck up on my side. I'm very sorry for that. I absolutely did not see that one coming. But I guess we're gonna have to rework this now. God. That is an interesting thing, I guess. For everyone that's looking to build train stations like this, you cannot make this count as a passenger and a cargo terminal at the same time by putting a cargo terminal on one side and the passenger terminal on the other side. So, watch out with that one, I guess. We're gonna go and somewhat sort of fix that now. We will need to move that street in a second, though, in order to even be able to get a passenger platform going there. I hope we can at least keep the main building somewhat there. I don't really like that it's adjacent to a cargo platform either, to be honest, but I don't think there's a way for us to fix that part now. I mean, we could just rip out a platform, I guess, but that would look even more stupid. I don't like this train station. This somehow, something went very, very wrong in the design here, I would argue. Very, very, very wrong indeed. But we're going to go and pull through the passenger platforms here now. I will need to add that upper one in retrospect, because evidently we don't have the space there right now, so we will need to reconfigure that street first. First things first, though. Let's do all the underpasses. Let's do all the roofs. There we go, cool. And let's double check before we change the street and everything that this counts as a passenger terminal now. Two, right? So if we reconfigure this to terminal 2. Yes, look at that. There we go. Okay. So let me try something. I'm actually kind of wondering a bit if I maybe just overlooked that and was blind. Maybe we were just blind, you know, that happens. No, it worked all along. I was kind of blind. It worked all along. Okay. I'm sorry. I guess I wasted our time there. I kinda mistook that for another, I kinda mistook that for a different terminal. I thought that terminal was being counted there where the passenger station was standing. I don't know how I got that idea, but I guess I automatically kind of got it when the game didn't configure it properly initially. So make sure to configure your terminals properly, I guess, guys. That whole thing that I was worried about actually being the case, turns out, in the end, it isn't. So let's go and plunk all that down. Once more like that, and we go and get all the underpasses going then. Beautifully. All the way around the outside. And we get all the roofs back on. And then hopefully this will actually work as I just thought it did. But yeah, I mean, especially this part here, with this being Terminal 5, very utterly confused me, I have to say. Because apparently, I guess, this can be Terminal 5 for cargo, and at the same time be Terminal 2 for passenger transport. But as you can see now, this train is actually configured to the proper terminal, and that should hopefully make that work now. I mean, all the warnings are gone for a start, so that's very good, and you can see this thing connecting all the way through, so I'm quite happy with that. And then we should be able to connect that as well. There we finally go. That was a bit of a struggle, honestly, with a passenger connection, but we did end up fixing it now, so that is great. Let us double check that that train's going to get going, and indeed it will. So absolutely beautiful, all great, all good. We can move on now. Now, what we wanted to check out next was going to be that we are going to go to not vehicle management, but line management, to kind of see profitability, usage of lines, just to double check that everything in terms of the city's growing is covered. I will, on these lines here, need to separately check, I think, that all the delivery areas are still properly set up so that we don't miss out on any potential buildings that we would be able to deliver to that are just outside the delivery area. We will do that in a second, but first things first, let's check that we're not like mega losing money on something, or don't have the space anything. Crude oil I think is fine, there was just no more potential behind that one, so we pretty much just set that train up for as much as it needs to transport. This all looks quite fine thus far, I have to say, pretty happy with that. I mean, that train evidently has some space, otherwise you wouldn't be able to see coal in there. Plastic, 0 out of 72, well, that should... Machines to Blackburn, oh yeah, right, machines. So machines is quite new, that is why evidently that hasn't swapped around yet, so should be fine, I would hope. Once we actually get some machines producing there, we should be all good. This thing actually comes in at a rate of 380, which surprises me because I would think that crude oil we always carry like 400. Wait, where was the other crude oil one? 405, yes, I'm not quite sure why this one, to be honest, comes in at a rate of 380. Could we... Train, 34. Wait. Oh, but... I'm confused. Why would you reconfigure that at that sort of rate? Do we maybe not perfectly balance that out in the end? I mean, we do have the plastic factory here then. Technically, I guess the plastic factory cannot take the amount of oil we are bringing it in at the moment anyways. No, can it? No, wait, we need to go oil refinery, yeah, and then this goes to oil and the oil. So crude oil... I mean, the production is sort of somewhat maxed, which is good, but I'm really not happy with, like, under loading a refinery. As much as it says 400, we're evidently at a rate of 380, so we cannot be in the sweet spot here. So I do want to not replace it, I want to edit it. Wait, what? What did I just do? Oh no, I duplicated it. No, I don't want to lose money. Rip money. I don't know if we lost anything to that. Let me know down below in the comments, maybe. I don't know. Little bit of a whoopsie there. Press the wrong button. Don't accidentally hit that one, I guess. Now, the interesting part here being... No, these aren't the better tank cars. Okay. I'm just so used already to all the modern stuff in the campaign being so huge. I'm like instantly like, oh, why am I using those old ones? But okay, so we will have to go... Maybe add like 2. That gets us to 412. There we go. So, I just want to be above 400 with that. There's no reason to not draw on all the oil we can. In the end, I mean, even if the oil refinery doesn't ship it all out, it will take it all because it does have the capacity, and we can just make a bit more money off that. So honestly, why not? Moving on with things, we've got oil fuel line Badal absolutely filled to the brink, wherever that is. Okay, so oil fuel line Badal would be the actual refined oil going out to my refinery, which makes it into fuel. Yes, yeah. So out here, we should be able to make 400. And we're not quite able to deliver the 400 because, quite evidently, we're below our rate that we want to deliver at. So, same deal right there. 396. We want to go above 400. Like, I just want to make sure to use every single last bit of that. So there we go. That should be the way to go, I think. Now, moving on from that, I mean, all the passenger lines seem quite fine still. This one being a bit loaded already, evidently. So, Space City Badal Dally Dale. It's also a very long line, to be honest. 21 years of age. Let's see if we do have anything. Which ones are we using here for these, right? So these can only go 100 kilometers an hour. We would have these which would be able to go 120. The train itself is an A35 which only goes 100. Maybe we should modernize this part, to be honest. I mean, especially given that it's such a long line, and this should all... Is this all already high speed? It should be, right? It is not. This is not high-speed train lines just yet. What is our max speed there, then? How do I check easily? Maybe by just getting a train track out? Okay, so 120 would be the max speed on those old ones, yeah? So we don't really need it yet, even if we decide to upgrade. Okay. I feel like we should maybe upgrade, though, especially given that this train is also quite old, so, you know, the maintenance costs will be racking up, and it's going to emit a lot of emissions, which is not great for city growth and all. I mean, this thing here evidently goes 145, so I'd love to go for that and upgrade the train tracks and everything, but, I mean, honestly, the fastest that any of these carts can go is 120, so we may as well just upgrade to Flying Scotsman, which in the end will cost a bit more maintenance, of course, but it will also, with the additional speed, enable us to get higher rates and not need as many passenger cars, I guess. So these also have a tad bit more capacity. So let's go and reconfigure this for maybe like 150 is not going to be an option. 140, 160, so probably 160 capacity. We were at 136, so we're going to make this a Flying Scotsman then. And we are going to use the BC4 carts. Let's do 160, just for good measure. There we go. Nice and very modern train. Low, well, not lower maintenance cost, but honestly, I mean, the maintenance cost of the other one will have gone up so far that in the end we won't even be paying that much more in terms of maintenance on this one either, I think. I think that's the right way to go, especially with this being the long line. A bit more speed is always useful. There's a lot of people really looking to use it. You can see that, I mean, this is a very highly frequented route, especially given the size of Space City, and we will easily be able to fill that quite quickly in the future anyway, so I'm happy to make that change. Plank store Space City, you know, overload there to be seen. All the tram networks is still quite fine as well, it seems. All the wood to Staplefort sawmill stuff is quite lightly loaded, to be honest. I hope that's going to increase in the near future. Wood to Evesham Port, 363 out of 1110. We're also a bit above the rate that we would honestly need there. Maybe we do want to make a few changes on this front. Most ships are also mega old, honestly. I mean, for ships it's maybe not that terrible, but in the end... You know, there's these now, which have 175 capacity. Maybe we should modernize that too. This is 257k a year. Oh, wow, okay. Okay, yeah, I mean, look at that. We're not even paying more maintenance costs, but we're getting more capacity at the same time. So, I mean, we're going to be able... I mean, they're going to be a bit slower, so that's something to keep in mind. But honestly, I mean, we're maybe going to be able to save a ship just based on that. And, you know, already go the right way with profitability in terms of this. Like, this ship here has 100 capacity and is 2 kilometers an hour slower. And yeah, I mean, well, honestly, maintenance costs, we're not going to gain much there. But I mean, they're in bad condition too. We don't really need as many ships either. So I think what we could just do is maybe modernize 6 of these to this new towboat here. Boop. Cool. Double check the rate now. 651. Okay, and then we can probably sell the rest. I hope we're gonna sell them in like 2 waves maybe, just to make sure that we don't oversell our capacities. But you know, that's gonna be a good bunch of saved maintenance costs. We get a bit of money back from that. That's 525. Yeah, we could easily sell one more. Hopefully not going to interrupt our goods flow too much there for a minute. But that way, you know, we've kind of neared the capacities that we're targeting a bit more there. I feel that we've saved on a bit of maintenance cost overall due to selling off some of those ships and modernizing the others. We've got some new ships that are in decent condition again. I am quite happy with that. So that's it for the rates then. I think next up will be to just quickly check all our delivery points, if those are fine, which we are going to do in the next episode. And, well, then we're going to go and look for some new business opportunities, which I'm sure there's still plenty to be had. So very much looking forward to that. For today, though, I'm going to end this episode off right here. I hope you all very much enjoyed it. As usual, if you did, please make sure to hit that like button down below. That does always help out the channel a ton. And if you're new around here and haven't done so just yet, also please consider subscribing right down below, as well as hitting that bell icon in order to stay up to date on all future upcoming episodes. But with all that out of the way then, as usual everybody, thank you so much for watching, and I hope I will catch you in the next episode very, very soon. Ciao.